On the block this week on Auction King.
Your turn. 2 high, 3 sold.
I have the 1981 Delorean Time Machine from Back to the Future.
This must be the flux capacitor,
That's
right?
what makes time travel possible.
Oh my God. We've got a one-of-a-kind piano from the Prohibition era.
There's probably no other piano, hidden bars anywhere in the world.
1 quarter high, 75.
Today, a guy brought in a motorized pogo stick.
Whoa, you better be careful. That's how you start the thing.
From what I understand, there's less than 10 of them in existence right now.
For real?
1,500.
I'm Paul Brown, and auctions are in my blood. Sell to him. I was raised in an auction house, and now I've got my own place, Gallery 63. Cindy's my office manager. John's my picker, and Delfino can fix anything so we can sell it. Whether pieces come to us or we go to them, fascinating items come in every day. And we auction them off to the highest bidder. We take our commission, and the seller gets the rest. You never know what could bring big bucks or big disappointment. And it ain't over till you hear,
You bought it.
what is that?
Paul, did we just go back to the video?
I don't know what's going on. Excuse me, y'all. I just want to say you're in good hands with Elijah and John.
Yeah, I've seen it all. Are you Paul?
I am indeed. Paul, what's up, man?
I'm Videobob.
Videobob, what you got going here?
I have the 1981 Delorean Time Machine from Back to the Future. I bought a DeLorean in 2003. I've always had a love for movie cars, and if you're gonna have a movie car, you might as well have the most iconic movie car of all time, and that is the DeLorean Time Machine.
Gotta get about a million questions. The shortest and most obvious one is why.
When I was a little kid and I saw Back to the Future, when I saw that car fly away at the end of that film, it inspired me.
So you built this in your
I made this in my garage.
living room, I don't know.
There's been other replicas made in the last 25 years, but none of this magnitude.
How did you get, like, the specs?
I took the DVD,
Right.
I took screenshots from the film. I made trips out to Universal Studios where they have the original screen use car on display. It's been a long journey to make it exactly perfect.
What happens if you get up to 88 miles an hour? Is anything
Well,
special?
you get a speeding ticket.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. Actually, when the speedometer goes up to 88 miles an hour, the gauges change, the needles move, the thing in the back goes up, and it does everything just like it did in the film.
All right, so this here must be the flux capacitor,
That's
right?
what makes time travel possible.
Oh, my God.
It's actually an electrical enclosure with some old World War II radio equipment inside.
You even got the little baby Ben alarm clock. Awesome. He was so meticulous in building this car. It is right and correct down to the last zip tie and the last wire. I guess you want me to sell it.
Yeah, I have another project I want to do. I want to build the car from Ghostbusters next.
You need some money to get that
I put
project
a lot of
going.
money into this.
What do you want for it?
I've got to get at least what I've put into the car, $60,000.
Gosh, I mean, I've certainly got nothing to base that on. I've never sold a DeLorean Time Machine. I'd be willing to give it a try. I'm gonna do everything I can to get Videobob his $60,000. That way, he can go build his Ghostbusters car, and I can claim one of Gallery 63's biggest sales ever. Bring it on. Muchachos, ready? There we go. Well, Delfino and the guys work on the extra seating space for the next auction. I'll be working with Cindy to get some big spenders in the audience to bid on that DeLorean. If we play this right, this could be a huge hit. It could be like one of our biggest ticket items ever. Flip side is, though, if we play it wrong, it's gonna be a disaster.
I don't want to go there.
I don't want to go there yet. I need you to call everybody you can think of in terms of car collectors, memorabilia collectors, you know, museum owners, anybody that might want to have that car to display.
Heck yeah, man.
Right.
I'm calling now.
All right, do it.
All right.
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Hey, Paul.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
I wanted an expert to check out the DeLorean. So I managed to track down KEVIN Pike, the special effects supervisor on Back to the Future. He built the original time machine for the movie, so I am thrilled that he's flown in to take a look at it. What do you think of the rig, huh?
This is absolutely perfect. This is one of the best looking interiors that I've ever seen. It's got every single label properly. It's got all the little details on the lights. The cascade works. Everything about it is just almost absolutely perfect. This car has the neon, the bands of neon that turned on when the car got ready to go into the future. And I've never seen another replica that has that.
What was your inspiration?
We had about 10 people working on the crew for about 10 weeks to make the car.
Right.
But the one bit of information that always came down from production was make sure it looks homemade, like Doc Brown made it in his factory.
Right. What do you think this thing's going to be worth at auction?
$80,000 easily.
Really? I sure like hearing that.
As far as all the replicas that I've had an opportunity to see, this one is
was the best that I've ever come across.
80,000 would be amazing. Videobob could build that Ghostbusters car, and I'd have one of my biggest sales ever. Take care.
All the best.
Auction day is finally here. The crowd is huge. They're ready to bid, and with the balcony all finished, we've got more space to seat them.
The idea was more space, more bids, so get your cards up.
Holly's very happy with my work in the balcony. I hope we get some good bidders up there.
Today, I absolutely love to bid on the DeLorean. It's a family favorite of the movies, so having something like that, another collector piece, would be a great opportunity.
His birthday's tomorrow, so we plan to bid on any toys he's interested in. Any kind of toys, grown man toys, cars, anything like that.
Welcome to Atlanta. Good morning. Let's go. You might have about 100, 150. You bought it. Maybe today your turn. 2 1/2, 3 sold. 50, 70 bucks. You bought it too.
Today, we have perhaps the oddest combination of items up for auction ever. We have an exact replica of the Delorean Time Machine made for the movie Back to the Future.
I really want it to go to a good home, somebody who loves the movie as much as I did, and will make sure the rest of the world gets to enjoy it as much as I do.
Oh my gosh, what's that?
It was finally time to bring out the DeLorean.
And he gave it a 20,000, 25, 30,000.
There was bidders on the phone, bidders on the floor. My head was spinning.
Back to the Future. He gave it a blast off.
Next up, we got the Time Machine, the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I have to get at least 60,000 for this car so I don't go in the hole, but I hope it's going to go for a lot more.
We drove the car onto the stage and it looked great. The smoke was going and the auction house was filled to capacity. And I was about to find out if all of our extra marketing paid off.
We have a very special guest here today, y'all. His name is KEVIN Pike. This man built a car for the original movie. And y'all welcome me, please.
I'm here to tell you that this car that was built by Videobob, the inside, the circuitry, it's brilliant, it's detailed, it has the sound effects, it has the smoke machine, stuff we never even had at that time. It is one of the finest replicas ever made. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Kevin. I appreciate you coming, man.
This car is a functional car as well. You may drive it if you want to. It'll take you back in time with the flux capacitor, baby. Let's go. Let's go. How much you got? Bob? About 20,000. Now 25. He gave it about 25,000. He gave it about 30. He gave it about 20. He gave it about 30,000. He gave it about 35.
I spent hours on the phone this week drumming up interest in the DeLorean. I even found a couple of out-of-state customers who wanted to bid by phone. So I took one, and John had the other.
Thank you. He gave it about 45. About 35. About 40. I have 30, 40,000. He gave it about 45. About 40.
There was bidders on the phone, bidders on the floor. My head was spinning. There was numbers flying from all directions.
A bit 45, a bit 40, a bit 50,000. He gave it a bit 50,000. Oh, they have it a bit 50. He gave it a bit 60,000. 50,000. He gave it a bit 60. He gave it a bit 60 grand. I have 50 and now 60,000. He gave it a bit asking 60. 50,000 is bid. Who be 60,000? Anybody asking 60? 55. A pair of nickels is bid and now 60,000. 55 and now 60. He gave it a bit 55.
It was just so close. I really thought it was just going to explode.
Tell you what I'll do, ladies and gentlemen, 57.5, 55,000, 57,005. The Chicago is in on the telephone, 55 grand. Back to the Future. He gave it a last call, 57.5, 57,500 is. So Chicago, 427, $55,000, $55,000.
Too bad the DeLorean didn't go for more, but my buyer was thrilled. He's a novelty car collector, and it'll be a great addition to his collection.
When the hammer went down at 55,000, I was shocked. I was really expecting it to go a lot higher. I don't want to be a big crybaby here. It's a gamble. You win some, you lose some.
I know Videobob's pretty disappointed that we didn't get all the way to $60,000, but we got pretty darn close. And I think he's going to be happy when he gets that check. Selling such a unique item for so much money is a big win for Gallery 63.
On behalf of Gallery 63, good night.
This auction proves that with a little teamwork, anything is possible. Delfino built the space for a bunch of extra seats, and Cindy, she worked the phones to fill each and every one of them. And all their hard work paid off. I'm gonna have to check the records, but I'm pretty sure that this is the top-selling item in Gallery 63's history.
Today I picked up an early 1920s Gretsch ukulele. Great condition, paid $175. It was a wonderful find.
I bought an African statue, it's dated 300 years old.
Bought 2 bottles of Dom Perignon, 1 bottle in 1973 and 1 bottle in 83 for $600. This is the best of my collection now, for sure.
Hey, Paul, I know how we can double today's profits.
How's that?
We can take that DeLorean back in time and sell everything all over again.